What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody? Wie geht's? Wie geht's? Wie geht's? Wir sind wieder da. Heute früh. Ugh. Und das haben wir schon gleich wieder beim Gähnen. Okay. Ugh. Also, wir machen heute diesen Kerl hier fertig. Wir sind ja sowieso fast fertig mit ihm. Go ahead and finish this guy. Weil, warum nicht? Oder? Warum einfach nicht? Oh. Was haben wir denn da? Das ist trotzdem noch ein bisschen laut für mich. Awesome. Zack. Neue Musik. Okay. Jetzt machen wir mal den Drache fertig. Oder? Jetzt machen wir mal den Drache fertig. Oh. The Mighty O. I was just on T-Pain's stream. He finished Ghost. Really? That's cool. I miss all the cool people. Then again, I didn't want to get up this morning. How was it? Were you having a good time there? I'm pretty sure everybody's on that game. And what the heck is T-Pain doing? He won the Masked Singer, and then still nothing. He's like, I gotta show people I can sing. Which those of us who knew T-Pain knew that he could already sing. Yeah, I finished the game a few nights ago. Oh, nice. How is he on streaming? Does he... I mean, I've been on a couple of celebrity people, and it doesn't seem like they talk too much to the fans. Like they have their people that they talk to. Is he different? All right, we already well knew. If you knew about T-Pain and you followed his work at all, you knew he could sing. So that was interesting, but I guess he felt the need. I guess most people didn't, or he thought most people didn't. I don't know. He is very engaging. His wife reads the chat. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool that his wife is there reading the chat. That's always fun. Being able to... I think that's the thing. I think that celebrities, when they do this kind of thing, should definitely be able to... I mean, this is their opportunity to be like super engaging with their fans. You know, giving people the opportunity that might not actually have that you know, like, oh, I love this guy, or I love the singer or actress or whatnot, and it's like I'll never really be able to interact with this person, and then you have these streams, these live streams where, you know, you could be like, oh my goodness, I have the opportunity to ask this person this question, and it'd be cool if they could, you know, if people actually saw it and read it and stuff like that. Because that was always my thing. I'm like, I have a couple people, not necessarily celebrity. I mean, they're celebrities. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I follow some wrestlers because they're really funny in their environment. But then, like, trying to actually talk to them on stream, it was just like, okay, you're just talking to your homies, which is, I guess, you know, fine, but I don't know. Just seems as though this is the perfect opportunity for them to really, really connect to their fans, and some of them just don't. Just another platform, I guess. Oh, really? I was watching, he realized he was missing his grandmother's Zoom birthday, so he streamed it on Twitch. It was really cool. Oh, that's nice. I mean, see, and that's cool, you know, like, I don't know. I think that this is that opportunity to really connect with people. It's the reason why I like streaming, even though if it's like, oh, well, I only stream to like 4 people or 2.5 people, you know, those 2.5 people are trying to make that connection with you, and I think that that'll lead to just something better when, especially if you're in an industry that requires interaction with people. You know, like I do comics, video game stuff, and I love going to conventions, and I think that this really gives a person that opportunity to talk to me, or to ask kind of questions, or, you know, get that like, well, what were you thinking when you did this, or when you did that, or people ask me about my game, and then they ask me about how I felt when such and such said this, or such and such did that. You know, I think it's a really cool way to really get to know the people that you supposedly like. It's not always scripted. I think that's the reason why I really, really enjoy streaming and stuff like that, is because it's not scripted. You get to actually see the people screw up, make mistakes, watch their stuff die. You know, like I dropped my pen, and for a couple days it was just, we were having issues, and seeing people talk about, oh, well, you know, you should try this or you should try that, or, oh man, you're a human. You know, I think that's the point that I really enjoy, is that you get to find out that just because they have a talent or they're doing something that you really like, they are still human. And a lot of people forget that. A lot of fans forget that. So, with having celebrities doing the streams, I think that if they're cool about it and let you in, you know, they let you into their life, I think that's really cool. If you were allowed to actually listen to music anymore, without getting dinged. Because that was the one thing that I really enjoyed about Twitch, was that you could bring in music, you could listen to music, but now they have new policies, which it doesn't seem like they're holding true to, but I don't want to be the person who finds out. I don't want to get striked, Some social media platforms are saturated, so it's harder to connect. You can ask questions, get answers much faster if needed. T-Pain made 72 songs just for Twitch. Wow. Wow, really? That's awesome. I'm gonna have to look him up then. If he seems to be that integrated, that's pretty sweet. Called The Prize. The Pillow Pack. I'm gonna have to look that up because I like his work. You should follow. Also, his daughter is a fire artist. Really? She what does she do? Music? Is she a music person too? Oh, really? I'm really gonna have to check that out then. Follow up on a job lead. Someone wanted to talk to me last night. I was like, I just started streaming. So I'm gonna have to follow up with some people today. Who knows? Might get lucky. Might get some new job. Be okay with that. Nothing like having that kind of prospect going on. So, Mighty Man, what you been up to? How you been dealing with the situation we have going on in the world? Staying safe out there. think that needs to move further back. Back here. Further back like so. Something about that face when you zoom out that I do not like. Chillin'. I moved to the and 2020 on this coast and trying to network gaming companies here, but COVID happened, making Okay. Yeah. COVID ruined a lot of plans for a lot of people. A lot of people were trying to make 2020 something, right? They're like, oh man, this is going to be my year. I know I was one of those people. You know, I had some really big plans as far as what was going to happen. They're like, COVID was like, nope, not this year. And the bad part is you just don't know when's it gonna calm down, if at all. So kind of stuck in limbo, and at least for artists, we're constantly creating, trying to be ready for when it does lighten up. So that we still have some type of private. I mean, some people are trying to release stuff still, and they're like, oh no, we're gonna make this still happen. Which, I mean, if they have the fan base to make that happen, that's awesome. But for everyone who is trying to build a fan base, build a new project or something like that, COVID was not your friend. I'm currently 80% on a game. I'm targeting for consoles and PC. Okay, nice. I only do that every New Year. 2020 was just a cool number. Now I have to call 2020 by its government name. Yeah, how mad I am. That's true. Every year people are like, oh no, I'm gonna do something new. This is gonna be my year. That's true. Can't even argue that one. There we go. That's better. That's true. But I had started a new project. Like I started working on Ninja Empire like full time. It was like this is when I start my magnum opus. I was ready. But was not meant to be. At least not this year. Did give me some time to prep though, right? So get to prep, get to try and do new things. Yeah, no, it's not all. Some good things did happen in 2020, so can't completely hate on this year. I mean, there's been, like I said, there's stuff that's happened, but does Ninja Empire exist on our version of Earth, or is it total fantasy? It is total fantasy. Total fantasy. Wanted to be able to do a lot of cool things with just random creatures and abilities and stuff like that, so had to pull it off of Earth. But because, you know, like any good thing, you need to have stuff that people can relate to. So you'll see a lot of stuff that you'll be like, oh, well, that's a waterfall. And it's not a waterfall of chickens. You know, so I think it's safe to say that they'll probably, you know, there's similarities. But then again, most good things will have similarities so that people can connect to it. So it's definitely something that I promote when I start telling people about trying to do fantasy worlds and stuff like that, is that you have to, it still has to have some resemblance into our world so that people can connect to it. I think we'll go ahead and do all the rest, but that's too light of a color. Oops. Nope. I'm working on all these extra characters, which I really need to stop doing because I need to get the main. My goal is to have the main 12 done, or at least designed out by the end of the year, so that I can actually start doing some of the game moves and stuff, because I want to be able to really push on Ninja Empire, because I think it's a fun concept. I've worked on the story a lot, and then, you know, just gotta come in and tell the story of these people. So should be very fun. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think there's a lot that people will be able to connect to. So seems like a lot of people like this style, so yeah, kind of this Funko Pop style, so we're gonna stick with it. Plus, it allows me to do toys, which is once I do the main character and have the main 12, the first thing I'm gonna do is make a couple toy designs, because that makes me happy. I would love to have like my own toy up there on the wall behind me. I'd be like, no, that's mine. Might be too much. Do get some highlights in a couple places. Oh, that's right, we still need to I still need to see if this purple can be a little darker. Push the contrast just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, looks like we need to come in and refix. Always funny. It's like it's always one thing that I don't really understand is when you make a selection that it always makes it bigger, like, or fuzzes itself out and stuff like that. So you gotta be careful. You gotta come back in and fix things because you don't want it to be all blurry and ugly. Right, and just come in and clean it up. And the one thing that I've really noticed about doing this style is that I find myself coming back and doing a lot more cleanup than anything else. Oops. In some instances, you gotta come back and bring the other color in. Just easier that way. something else. Come in, clean things up. Make sure it looks all nice and pretty. Come in and catch all the edges now. Because it seems as though when I put that other color in there to try, and then I filled it, it didn't catch everything. So around the edges I still got this pinkish color. Can't have that. You know what I mean? So, but I think that's good on the shadows. So now all we have to do is pick a highlight color. Not everything will get a highlight, but you like putting them on the Buddha beads or the prayer beads. And I don't know if I want to put it. I'm going to find out if we want to put it on this clothing or not. Makes it look more like it gives it more volume as far as the mask goes. I do kind of like that. And then we can give a little bit here. All right, we'll go here. Down like so, just to give it a little bit on the shine, a little bit of shine on, not much, just a little bit. Right, just a little bit of shine. We're like, all right, put that in there. Definitely want to give this some shine because, right, we're trying to make it look like tape. So maybe not that much. Might be too bright. little bit. Nothing too fancy. There we go. No. Definitely want that to be straighter. There we go. Ooh, message. What type of game is Ninja Empire going to be? It's 2D fighter. 2D fighter, because I have the ability to do that work, right? So I can actually animate it myself if I want to, which ultimately, like, I want to see it as a game, right? Like I really want to see it as a game, but I'm not a programmer and all that kind of good stuff. Like, I don't have that ability. I can learn it, you know, cry about it later about learning how to do it all. But to be honest, as far as the video game goes, like, I really just want to be able to get it to the point to where I can pitch it, right? And then hopefully someone else would pick it up. Like, that's what I'd really want, because there are so many talented people out there. There's no need for me to try and, you know, conquer the world and be like, oh, I can do everything, because it's better to know your strengths, focus on your strengths, and then let people who do the thing that you don't do well, but they do fantastic, for them to do it. Like, let them do it. So, yeah, so the plan is to get it to the point to where I can actually have a nice pitch, have the video, you know, have everything going, be like, all right, look, here you go. Or what I want to do is create the production Bible. Let's just be honest. I want to be able to have all the character designs done and, you know, say that I'm doing base animations, environments, that kind of thing. You know, it's like, I did all that. I think that's going to be fun. Really works in my wheelhouse, you know. So I just think that I can do that, right? Like, that's something that I can do. So that's what I want to do. Now, I don't foresee myself. I mean, of course, if there's a lot of money involved, then sure. But I don't really foresee myself letting this one go, because I want to be able to work on it in comics or comics, board games. Like, I've already I want to be able to have comics going. Like, I really want this to be pretty much, I want this to be what I leave behind. So, and it might not be, you know, someone might offer me a ton of money and then be like, all right, cool, we're done, here you go. Like, if they're like, look, we can make this, you know, we can make an animated movie out of this, and we can do these things, but you can't have the rights. Like, we have to have the rights to this. You know, I'm pretty good when it comes to contract negotiations, but I wouldn't, if they're gonna do something with it, and I'm like, okay, you guys seem like you know what you're doing, then I would let it go. So, but for the most part, I really plan on sticking with this project for a while. Oh no, don't have any selections. I'm living on the wild side. Don't have any selections going. That's it. That's how I feel about these prototypes. I want to get it to the point to where my updates are cosmetic. Yeah. I just think that would be fun. Hey. Morning.
How are you?
You know, sleep was interrupted a lot. And then Brownie came. He was like, my tabby's out of power. And, you know, so he laid in bed with your mom. And then she was like, can you go plug up his tabby? I'm like, sure, I guess. It was all early. And I'm like, sure. Right? And go down there, grab his tabby. 63%. It's like, he was asleep. You know, like, it was fine. It's like, he was asleep. But, and then when I got up, I was like, should I move him? Because he was asleep with, you know, your mom was all cuddled up with him. I'm like, do I wake them? You know? Do I just leave them? I'm pretty sure I picked wrong, but how'd you sleep? What? Oh, okay. Just making sure that's what you said.
I stayed up later than I had trouble getting to bed last night. After that, I did.
Can't necessarily say that I had any problems in getting to sleep. Like I was out pretty quick. All right, there we go. And there he is. There's the little kid who wants to be a ninja. Piecemealed his stuff together. Now let's see, purple. Purple is normally a yellow. Complementary color is yellow. So we're gonna try and find the right yellow. Oops. I'm like, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, you're still asleep. Wandering around aimlessly. What? What are you gonna eat? What you gonna have? Oh. I ate it. I like it. It's just, you know, I'm getting old, so having a whole bunch of sugar is not the most ideal. All right. Goodbye. That, everybody, was my son in his half-sleep state. This song is just a little bit too lullaby for me. Like later on in the day, sure, not a problem. Now it's too quiet. I want some donuts. The bad part is I really don't want donuts. It just seems like I want donuts. Ever happen to any of you where you're just like, man, I really want this, but you know deep down you really don't? Like I don't want donuts. Like I really don't. So I have a new chair and a new setup, and I like this gaming chair. It's nice, right? The problem is that my desk is too low, and I really want to be able to get my screen, my Cintiq a little bit closer, or be a little bit closer to my Cintiq, but I can't do that because the handles are in the way. And it's probably better though, to be honest. It's probably better for my eyeballs to not be all up in, be up all close to my screen, so. Just gonna do my little complaining and keep moving. Elbow out just a little bit. There. Nope. There we go. How do you build 2D rigs for animation? I don't. Pure frame by frame, my friend. I'm sure there's, a way that most people are like, no, you can do warped tools and, you can actually build a puppet rig for the animation and stuff like that, but that's just not me. And that's why I'm saying, I'm probably going about this the hardest way possible, but it's what I want to do. Yeah, I don't know. I just think aesthetically it's going to be nicer for what I can deliver. So, and then of course, after seeing Skullgirls and how awesome that is, by them doing frame by frame. But it's just, like I said, once again, it's something that I have the ability to do, like right now. I don't have to try and learn new techniques. I don't have to. I was like, oh, how does that work? Or how does that work? You know, and then take forever trying to learn it. I can just hit the ground running. And I don't even know how good it'll turn out. Graphic as I'm doing the colors and how I'm trying to be, I don't know if minimalistic is the right word for what I'm trying to do, but you know, I have a lot of things, I have a lot of details on my characters, and so animating is going to be interesting. The get-go, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun, or a lot of heartache. You know, one or the other. It's either going to be a lot of fun or a lot of heartache. But once again, once I get the pitch done, I can always just be like, all right, I'm out. I'm done animating. I'm gonna let people who are like, animating's my life, I'm gonna let them take over. And I'll just go back to conceptualizing, doing new stories, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I've tried making 2D rigs, but I get to a point where my reference body parts are never in the correct perspective. Yeah, see, that's one of the things that I want to try and avoid. You know, when you make the puppets and stuff like that, you know, they all have to stay a certain way, otherwise it doesn't work. And with 2D animation, you know, especially frame by frame, you do whatever you need to, right? And you can turn it and you can get whatever perspective you want that'll actually make the animation cooler. And that's the thing that I really like. So the sky's the limit on how we can make things happen. And not to mention, there's people who are so much better at it than I am. So once it gets picked up, you know, that's when all the magic starts. Because I know that there's so much that I can do, and eventually there's going to be a time when there's going to be other people working on the project because they're just better at what I need done. And I think that's one thing that a lot of creators fail to do, right, is let go. Right? They fail to let go, and then they're like, oh, why is my game not doing as well as it could be? It's like, well, you know, you're not letting other people help you. What's up, Rio? How's it going? You doing all right? Gesundheit. Oh, Gesundheit. I'm starting to get better in drawing. Yeah, if you keep at it, man, drawing is a trained muscle. So if you keep at it, you're gonna get better. And I'm glad that you're seeing results. I'm looking into toon shading 3D characters from different angles. The image still looks 2D. Yeah, the new, I mean, not the new, they've been doing it for a while, but like Guilty Gear is all 3D modeled and then 2D rendered. Alright, so there's that, there's my line. One more. Little screen buddy going. Good. I've tried 3D art. Oh, you have? Oh, that's cool. I tried it too. I didn't really care for it. But that's just me. Huh. What's that all about? Might just be a little bit too much, so we'll tone it down a little bit. That's all we got. Right? It's the only thing glowing, because it's the only thing glowing. Could technically put a little shine. Right? You give him that innocence glow in his eyeball. Alright, so now we need to what? Ah. Ah, excuse me. Dankeschön. No. Yeah. Sure. Love to see your Goku drawing. Put that here. Can I post a link? Yes. Please do. Do you mind if I look at it on stream? So everyone can see it? It's fine. Okay. Let's check it out. Oh, nice. Nice. Are you using markers? What kind of markers are you using? That's really cool, man. Touch 5. Ooh, excuse me. If you when you're inking, if you would if you were to bump up your lines here, especially since you have this strong light here, if you bumped up your line weight here on the opposite side of stuff, it would actually push the three-dimensionality of this piece and make it just that much more realistic. You said you posted 3D with this? This is cool. I saw this. Right? Sure, we can continue as me. I saw this. This was cool. I did enjoy these. Like, that's cool. Like, I really like this one. Okay. These are fun. I like these, like, cutouts things. That's sweet. I like those a lot. And I did see those. I saw those and I thought I liked it. Zoom tight. There we go. Took 15 minutes to cut it out, since you have to be careful not to cut. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And cutting rounded edges is always hard. Move this over. Oh, you know what? No, let's not do that. Let's move this over to where we had it, like so. Right? And we bring in the marquee tool, not that one. Bring in the marquee tool, and then just go bam! And just cut it down so that it matches more. That other side. There we go. I think we can do the same with this, because I really don't like it that close. Maybe just a little bit more. He's not occupying a lot of space now that I see it. Don't necessarily want to waste. Like, don't want to waste paper, right? You gotta give him some space. There we go. Wait, do you have a new job? I do. Still teaching, but I do have a new job. It's like, I do. Sweet, what are you wearing? I'm still a teacher, but I'm teaching illustration and animation now. Which really makes me happy. Before I was teaching graphic design and not necessarily what I care about. Yep. Just gonna leave that there, and we're gonna come up to here. We're gonna erase this stuff out because that is, whoops, a little overzealous there. There we go. Taken care of. Oh, there's another one. Nope. No. What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
Tiny dragon.
There you go. There you go. Now we're gonna save, and it's like, bam. Now we got this dude, right? Done and done. Which I think is great. Thank you. Yeah, this is my little youngin'. The little kids. Little kids. Look at how big his head is. Yeah, it is. Oh man. Now, I only got a couple more. Even though my son is awake, right? And he's doing really good about waking up, getting up, and doing all that stuff. Still want to maintain my schedule so that just in case he decides that his thing doesn't want to work. Oh, I can't see anything. You know, he doesn't want to wake up. I will be awake, done streaming, and, you know, able to get him up and ready for school and stuff, because school starts tomorrow. School starts tomorrow for everyone here at my world. So... stuff again. All right, so since we have a couple more minutes, we will do some scribble ins. 5 by 11. Oh no, don't do it. It's doing it. No. See, this is what happened. So my pen, I dropped my pen, and now it just draws for me. Like, it doesn't even see. See, it does stuff like that. And sometimes it just needs a moment, and then everything's fine. But that initial, that initial thing is just always crazy. And you can still turn scribble into it. I probably could have. But it's just really funny when the pen decides that it's time to see. We're still on the eraser. Oh, come on. Oh, you know what? We should probably do that. No. Okay. Alright. It's finally working again. It's like, nah, we're done. But now it's gone. That's right. Now it's gone. We're gonna do something else. I really gotta think about how I want to. My chair all of a sudden is like squeaking all over the place. Like, brand new chair. Well, not brand new, but it's only 9 months. And it doesn't always do it, but it doesn't always do it. So if I want my character, I want to show off his other arm. I don't know why this color. Why is this such a strong color? It's also not the color that I want, but I guess it'll do. So if I want, alright, so if I do this thick neck. What's funny is we'll draw the sketch, and then it's like, oh, wait, he's too big. Right. Because we need to make sure that he is 2.5 heads. Right? That's the ratio. Right, so either we can make the head bigger. That's actually about right. Just trying to make it so the head seems a little bit. Do love me for some Photoshop to be able to do this. Right, making adjustments on the fly. The fun part about doing these chibis is that while there is some mock proportions, you know, like the anatomy is all there and stuff like that, you can get away with a lot. Get away with a lot. I think I'm finally ready to draw the main character in this chibi style. Angry. Have to calm down some of his head. All of a sudden he's got this ginormous head in the back. think I'm drawing the black dragon. I think it's finally time. And then we give him to really push that whole afro thing and the whole chibi thing. It's going to be huge.
Why do you need to push the effort?
Because I think it's awesome. I know. It's very nice. You don't think so? I'm sorry. Make him a little bit bigger. He was a little bit on the skinny side. Now we're talking. Alright, so then we're gonna lasso. Move him down so it fits in the page. Like so. Right, no, that's the thing. Like, I always knew that he was gonna stick out a lot more than everyone else, and especially with me going, oh well, it's chibi, right? So I get to play with the idea of what's going on with his head. So I really get to push the idea of this this afro puff that's back here. So it should be fun. Should be fun. But we're gonna save this bad boy. We're gonna call him Black Dragon. Black Dragon. Ah, no, we saved it in the wrong spot. Oh well. But it is, as I say, it is time for me to bid you all a goodbye, because, you know, I'm trying to hold up on my schedule, try and make sure that everyone gets up and the kids are up and I'm up and all that kind of good stuff. So we're gonna call it quits for today. I want to say thank you guys. So, anti-chibi. Is there an anti-chibi, if you will? I don't know. I mean, there's gonna be some brutes, you know, but I guess they'd still be chibi, just like 3 heads tall or something like that, like with their head and body. But I don't know. I really don't know if there's gonna be anyone who's not chibi in this world. That's something to think about. Especially since all of my characters start off in the same Western style that I always draw, and then I convert. Interesting. Maybe. I'll have to try that. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to try it and throw some stuff in my sketchbook. Alright though, so like I said, thank you guys so very much. I'm gonna go ahead and take off, and I should be back tonight because today is my night stream day. Well, technically no. Technically I would be teaching my animation class today, but since it's Labor Day, it's not gonna happen. So I'll be able to come on tonight, but I think normally it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, where I can stream at night. But I should be on tonight because I got to give them a little bit of information. And yeah, so thank you. Like I said, thank you guys very much. Thanks for your input. And we are going to keep moving on with Ninja Empire. I'm gonna not playing around anymore. I'm actually developing the main 12. This is the main character, so you know, we'll be able to move forward, and soon we will actually be able to be getting into a lot of world development. We're gonna start developing the environment. We're gonna start doing move sets, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun. You know, being able to like break these dudes down, kind of like this, right? In this size, I'm like, okay, this is all I need. Here's my scribbles, and then, you know, stab, stab, stab. You know, it's like, okay, what am I doing for A? What am I doing for B? You know, what am I doing for this? How does he jump? How does he land? I think those are going to be really nice drawing days and frustrating drawing days. But those are going to be, that's where it's going to be fun. Especially with his afro, like this guy's afro puff, like when he jumps, you know, the afro's got to come down because it's going against the motion. So a lot of secondary action and stuff like that. So it should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, for the 18th time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully we'll see you again later on tonight. All right, and remember, always remember, born a ninja, die a ninja.